storm out, and we're on the road again. Going so you can get a haircut today.
I need to get a haircut.
And then, as one other YouTube says, we're going to go for some new Jersey Michaels, or Jersey Mikes, I guess is it's most commonly referred to. But we watch another channel called the Tim Tracker, and he always says New Jersey Michaels. So I thought we would, but we gave him credit right there. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
On our way there, one of the pieces of news I read this morning, and someone mentioned to me in a comment that apparently Criterion reached out to Apple to see if they could do a release of Killers of the Flower Moon, which I still haven't seen because we don't have Apple TV. And it looks like they refused. It looks like Apple refused that. They still haven't released that movie Coda, which we saw, which is an Oscar-winning film. And it's really a shame. I really don't know what's happening there, but we don't have Apple TV right now. So I love Martin Scorsese. I love his movies, and it's just a shame that Apple apparently is resisting physical media. Now we don't know for everything. We just saw this article, and again it was mentioned in a comment. But that's pretty disappointing. So let us know in the comment in the comments section what you think. But I'm pretty disappointed with that. I feel like we should be getting physical media, especially for Oscar-winning films or Oscar-nominated films like Killers of the Flower Moon and Coda, which is a great film too. So pretty disappointing. I know a lot of people are using streaming right now. We use streaming also, but I still love physical media. And unless I get Apple TV, which I don't really want to do right now, I can't see that movie.
Right.
So again, pretty disappointing. But we love this. We're loving this weather right now, and it could be fall, spring again. I don't know, but it seems like we have a few days of warmer weather, so we'll probably be taking more walks, I think.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah, you got your haircut. That's nice.
I did. Yeah. I cut a lot of my hair off.
Yeah. Well, it's good for spring and summer. It'll be cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
Less to manage.
Yeah. And I think we decided to go to. Where are we going? Moe's?
We're going to Moe's Southwest Grill.
Moe's Southwest Grill instead of the New Jersey Michaels that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see you in there.
Okay, I got a burrito.
You got a burrito.
You got some tacos.
Some chicken tacos. Cameron eats first, as we know.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And I already tried a little bit with some chips. These chips were free. And then we got
they're included.
They're included.
And then we got guac.
Side of guacamole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, then you got some cherry Coke and I got a water.
Yeah.
So,
time to eat.
Looks pretty good. Yeah. We started trying the Chipwich birthday cake ice cream sandwich, which has a, what does it have in it? It's got like a sugar cookie.
It's birthday cake ice cream.
Birthday cake ice cream and a sugar cookie, which is pretty good. And we've been leaving it out for about, we leave it in the freezer and then we've been leaving it out for about 20 minutes and then it's really good. So it's not so cold. Or it's not too cold anyway.
Right.
So that's what we picked up at the store today. It's Tuesday, and I feel like we should unpack yesterday a little bit, as much as we can. Maybe we'll put some of the footage in.
Yeah.
Over talking. We got up yesterday all ready to start the new week.
Yep.
And then life happened.
As it does.
As it does sometimes. And we went for a haircut for you, which worked out great.
Yeah. And we got nice footage of that, I think.
And then we're going to go to New Jersey Michaels.
Right, Jersey Mike's for a sub.
Jersey Mike's for a sub. And then we said, well, let's try the Moe's Southwestern Grill. If I got the name of that right.
Right, for tacos and burritos.
For tacos. So we were driving, and what do you want to say about that?
It wasn't what we expected.
It was not what we expected to get. And so you'll see a little bit of footage in there probably of the what we got for lunch.
Yeah.
But let's just say we didn't eat it all.
It wasn't what I wanted.
And then we got in the car and drove home and decided to go to the grocery store again because we had a couple of things we needed to pick up. I think we needed to pick up we needed some more bread, I guess, because we
needed bread, yeah.
Yeah, we were on and so we went to the store there and then.
And Chipwiches.
And Chipwiches, which we've already shown, I think.
We have footage.
There's some footage of some Chipwiches too. And then my back went out.
Basically,
That's
yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
I think that is what happened, right? I mean, kind of.
Well, I think coming out of the store, I can laugh but I'm still, it hurts to laugh. I think a little bit. But this is what happens in life. This is a vlog, so we're sharing what we're doing every week. And so the weather's getting warmer. I'm so excited about it. I'm hoping maybe to get out to walk a little bit today too, because I feel like with a back issue, you have to keep moving. And so, and maybe that's a life thing too. We just have to keep moving, keep going, whatever you have to do. It's not easy sometimes, but you just have to keep going. So I really feel the urge to just keep moving today and keep going, maybe to walk. And funny thing about it, this is media related. We ordered some movies yesterday too, and a book.
Yep.
And they got delivered to our mailbox, which is a walk away. Usually they deliver deliver right to the door, and now we have to go to. Well, I mean, we could drive too, but driving is not easy. With anybody that has a back problem, probably knows driving is not the easiest either. So we can walk or drive, or we can leave it in the mailbox for another day. But
it is a nice day. So
it is a nice day. Maybe we could do it.
Do a small walk.
Yeah. So we thought we'd just include this in the vlog. Funny enough, I ordered a Criterion, a copy of Funny Girl, which I didn't have, but I noticed it was 50% off. I think, I'm not sure, just to get back on track a little bit here, maybe the Criterion flash sale will be coming up soon. It feels a little bit like it's late, because usually it happens in February. But it's early enough in March. I think there's going to be a 24-hour flash sale. This is just a prediction that I have, because it's happened that way in previous years. But so that was our day yesterday. And, I watched a lot of Love Boat last night. That's a comfort show that was helping me through my...
We watched basketball.
We watched some basketball. We watched some Love Boat. And I'm hoping today is going to be a little bit better. I am encouraged by the warmer weather, but boy, I wasn't expecting that. One of the streaming services we sometimes use is Canopy. So if you have a library card, you can watch some films for free, which we seem to be doing more and more these days, at least on the streaming side. And this one is new to Canopy, Robot Dreams from 2023. Dog lives in Manhattan circa the 1980s, and he's tired of being alone. So he builds a robot companion in this Academy Award-nominated animated film. I'm going to watch this, I think. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I hope our library has it.
I hope so.
Because there's been other times we've heard like, oh, it's on Canopy, and then we look,
then it's not on there
for us.
Yeah. We're outside today, right?
For a few minutes, yeah, it's really nice.
For a few minutes, yeah. It's very... trying to take a walk.
Yeah.
And so we had to rest.
Had to take a rest. Yep.
And but it's nice out.
It's really nice out.
Yeah,
so nice. I didn't think
really
it would be
nice.
this nice.
It's warmer. We can hear the birds. We're sitting in this little pavilion area where we live, and so this is probably going to be way too windy.
Maybe.
You think so?
Know.
You think so?
I don't know.
But just can't love the spring. I love the spring. Everything's not. It hasn't started to bloom. Nothing's really started to bloom yet. But I love when the warmer weather gets here. It's nicer.
Yeah.
So. We made it to the mailbox, and we were looking for this movie the other day, Role Models, with Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd. I think because we were watching that movie Evolution, right, that you picked out, that we thought was pretty good, which I really haven't talked about on the channel.
Yeah.
So we started thinking about role models for some reason, and I really get in the mood for these kind of silly comedies. This is just this was on sale, so we picked it up because we haven't seen it, and it's not streaming anywhere, I don't think.
I don't think so, no.
And then I noticed that Funny Girl was 50% off, which, again, still don't know if there's a Criterion sale coming up, a flash sale coming up, which is usually this time of year. And I thought I'd pick it up, Funny Girl, which I've been wanting to see for a long time. And this is one of the later spine numbers. This is spine number 1240, it looks like. Yeah, 1240. And lots of extra features on it, which I was noticing. It's got a new audio interview with Barbara Streisand, new conversation between director William Wyler's son, David, and author and Turner Classic Movies host Alicia Malone, who's great. Directed by William Wyler, a documentary on Wyler's life and career, an archival interview with Omar Sharif, deleted scene featuring Streisand and Sharif, featurette. So lots of extra stuff on this one. I'm looking forward to it. Again, it was 50% off. So, and then I didn't even know this, but in the package also, you ordered a book called Funny Story.
Yeah.
A novel from Emily Henry, who I think you've read before, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So we have Funny Story, and we have Funny Girl, and we have Role Models, and I'm so happy we took a walk today and we made it back.
Is that comfortable?
Yeah. I don't know if we'll include this in the vlog at all, but
We could.
It's been a rough week so far, hasn't it? Because
Yeah. Well, I think we overdid it yesterday.
we overdid it yesterday because I went for a walk yesterday. Did we film any when we went for a walk?
Yeah,
I thought we did.
We did film when we went for a
Oh,
walk.
we did.
We talked on the couch and then we went for a
And
walk.
we went for a
filmed
walk.
a little bit and then we didn't film anymore.
I'll say right now that was a mistake.
It was too long, I think.
Not the filming, but just the walking. But
Yeah, I
and
think the walk was too long.
it took like half an hour to walk, a half a mile. But we had to go to we went to the mailbox. We showed our
Yeah.
what we had in the
we
mailbox.
Have, yeah,
we have that.
We did that too.
We already showed, but
Yeah.
But unfortunately, today's a bit of a setback.
But it's also a cold day. The weather's been
It
up and
got
down.
colder. You're right.
So we're not really missing anything by resting today.
I will say I've been watching a lot of Love Boat. I think Love Boat has been helping me.
Yeah.
It's been a great comfort show this week because of my issue with my back, which is affecting one of my legs. And so I've been walking with a cane this week.
Yeah.
You don't expect to do that, but people may not have to use a cane every day, but it's been helping me. And it hasn't been easy this week. It's been a tough week so far. It's only Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, yeah.
And so, but I'm still watching things. I've been doing short videos for the channel, just showing a little bit more of the collection. I know that was one of the things that...
You mean shorts?
Shorts. What did I say?
Short videos.
Short videos.
Shorts.
At YouTube, they say, we should maybe call them shorts, not short video. That's too long to say.
Well, I always get confused about, is it a short video on the main channel or is it a short
Yeah,
on the
true.
shorts part of the channel?
It's been shorts. I've been doing shorts on the channel because when we did a survey at the beginning of the year, we were saying, do you want to see more collection videos? So these are kind of short collection videos or short videos of just individual movies with some music to them. So hopefully you're enjoying those. And it's been a pretty eventful yet uneventful vlog this week because of...
Right.
We have been watching one movie on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
We're only halfway through. It's called I'll Be Right There. And I really like that. So maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow when we finish the movie. Yeah.
I have a question for the viewers that watch Pluto.
Yeah.
Because you've talked to some people that watch Pluto, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you watch Pluto, after you watch for probably maybe 3 hours or something, at some point the episode just starts to repeat itself. Does that happen to other people or does that just happen on the channel?
And then you think you're having deja vu when you're watching it.
And I always think it's like a previously thing, but it's not. It's just the middle of the episode. Again.
I think I've seen the scene before. I don't know if they're just trying to even out the time or something with the commercials or something like that. But then I just usually restart Pluto and then it goes back.
We did notice that there are times when they'll go to a commercial right before the commercial break in the show.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that it gets the timing gets off, so then they have to fix it.
Maybe. Yeah.
But it is a little distracting. And then even when you restart it, we don't pick up in the episode where we left off. It's still delayed. So then we have to watch something else.
It's still a little bit, yeah. But hey, it's Love Boat. I could use the recap. It's fine. I needed a recap on it anyway.
If it glitches, you've been watching Love Boat for too long.
You've been watching Love Boat for too long. But you can never watch Love Boat for too long. That's the thing. I turned the video on. I wanted to get some typing. You were typing over there, so I wanted to get some of those typing noises that we get in the office. No, I wanted to get... I think it's good for the... I think it's good. I noticed on social media, I guess early today or late yesterday, that on the Friends channel on YouTube, they uploaded 2 episodes of the show Joey, which happened after Friends, right?
It started 4 months after Friends ended.
Yeah.
So Friends ended in May of 2004. When typical television shows would end.
Yeah.
And then in September for the new pilot season, Joey started.
Yeah. And so we watched an episode today, and it's pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
It was. I looked it up. I didn't think that it got 2 seasons and 47 episodes.
47. I know, isn't that crazy? And I've been watching a lot of lighter entertainment lately, so it was right up my alley today. And it's pretty funny. Jennifer Coolidge is in it from The White Lotus, but from other things too. She was in,
she was in Legally Blonde before
right?
she was in the show. And the woman from The Sopranos that plays Adriana, she
was in there. That was
sister.
after The Sopranos, right? After her run on The Sopranos, right?
Yeah.
And then the other actor from Royal Pains.
He goes on to do Royal
What's his name? Do we know what his name is? We don't have to.
Paulo, I think. Or
okay.
Paolo.
But it was pretty interesting that on the YouTube channel, I think you'll insert a screenshot here too, that it looked like there were 2 episodes up there. They got hundreds of thousands of views in a day. And but it looked like from the screenshot that you took that there's maybe 4 episodes. Maybe they're going to release more episodes on YouTube.
Yeah. So at the end of the first episode, the end card, is that what that's called?
Yeah.
On YouTube, there was a playlist, and we can't see the playlist on the channel because we looked for it
a couple times.
We can't see the playlist on the channel, but the playlist exists, and it says it has 4 videos, as you can see in the graphic.
Yeah.
The picture that I posted.
Yeah.
But we can only see 2 episodes.
So maybe
we're speculating maybe are they going to upload 2 episodes a week?
Yeah. And also, I mean, this is a chance to see a show that we had heard about but haven't had a chance to see. And I was looking up the physical media too while we were watching it, and there is some physical media for the show, but it's like $70 for the DVD set, right? So maybe they just decided to upload on YouTube and see how many views it would get.
Yeah. Not
that they're going to upgrade the physical media release for it, maybe, but YouTube is really becoming maybe it's always been this way, but it feels like it's even more this way now. It's just become this platform where you can just distribute shows, and see how they, see if people watch them. And clearly, if the episode that we watched got 175,000 views in a day,
yeah,
they're going to be like, wow, maybe there's a little bit of an audience for this.
You know what it reminds me of is the very, very early days of Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
When you could watch Hulu completely for free, and they would put up, I watched this obscure show from ABC that got 1 season or 2 seasons, and it had an actor in it that was later in Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, oh, what else did he do? I was waiting for a new Grey's Anatomy season, and some of those shows were up on free Hulu, so it was nice to watch a show that maybe you liked but got canceled.
Yeah.
Because it was up on Hulu for free. So maybe more of that will happen, where some of those obscure cable shows that got a season or 2 that you really enjoyed, but just people didn't really watch
maybe
it.
They disappeared or something.
We'll go somewhere, because that's what we talk about too. Is sometimes these shows just disappear and you can't see them.
And then you can't see them. And who knows, the DVD? Maybe the DVD sets have been around for a while, but it looks like you can get them from third-party sellers through Amazon. But as much as I love the show, would I pay $70 for the DVDs? Probably not. That seems like a lot for 2 seasons.
I feel like you'd have to be a very, 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 a super fan.
Super fan of Friends.
Super fan to have.
You have to be a super friend.
Yeah.
No, that's a different
show.
Superman and the whole thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope that they put more episodes up.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I like the first episode. I mean, this is light entertainment. It's comedy.
Yeah, but it's also
kind of silly.
I had just seen a thread where people were talking about how a lot of the streaming services are going to weekly installments instead of 1 season at a time.
Yeah.
Because the show they were talking about is The Pit, which we've tried to watch. Everybody loves it, but we're just not really into it.
Do you like The Pit? We can ask and see. Yeah. Do you like are you watching The Pit?
Should we watch The Pit?
I've tried watching it a couple times and I can't get into it, but I think I have trouble with medical shows in general. But
right. But people were talking about how because it's 1 episode a week, people are talking about it more,
Oh,
which is like the
maybe.
whole point, right?
Yeah.
So if you have shows in weekly installments, people talk about them more. So maybe since you saw this Friends thing, people watched it. They clearly saw it and watched the pilot because
Yeah.
they were like, what is this Joey thing about? Maybe they're not watching it back to back because we just watched the first episode, but I definitely think we're going to watch the second episode. And then people talk about it, and then you add more episodes, and then people talk about it.
I have a question for you today.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Oh boy.
Does binge watching, would you say if you're binge watching a show, does that mean you have to watch it in the order that it came out? Do you have to do that? If technically if you're binge watching the show,
Yeah.
do you have to watch it from the beginning to the end, or from like a full season, or I mean, what is?
I mean, to me, if I say that I'm binging a show, it usually means that like I've at some point started at the beginning and I'm watching like a large amount of episodes at once.
Yeah.
So like a show that a lot of people watch, kind of binge style, or they rewatch is like
So it's binge style, maybe.
I think so.
So it's binge style, not binge watching.
It makes me think of like the Real Housewives shows, right? Because there's like 8 of them or something, and sometimes people will be like, "Oh, I'm watching Real Housewives," like on their own.
But it's not in the order that it originally came out.
But like, what do you mean about that?
Well, I thought maybe you would know what this means too, but because I feel like I'm binge watching The Love Boat. I really am binge watching The Love Boat because I'm watching The Love Boat, but I'm watching it on Pluto TV, so I don't know.
Right.
It's not always in the order,
Right.
but I feel like I'm binge watching it because every time I turn on the TV, I turn on I'm watching The Love Boat. So
I think just generally speaking, which is kind of what I was getting to also, is that it means that you're watching multiple episodes in a row in like a sitting.
Oh, okay. So that's
like you're
binge
binging it,
watching.
and you're, like,
so it doesn't have to be
prioritizing
from
that.
the beginning.
So it's not, no, like if people are watching The Real Housewives, they might be on like season 5 of like Orange County.
I think though you have to be careful also with that style. Like with Love Boat, there's self-contained episodes usually, so there's maybe a little bit of an arc with characters
Right.
and stuff, but it's not like a critical arc in a TV show.
Right.
Where if you watch like a later episode, like if you're watching House MD, for example, there's certain character arcs and certain things that happen with the characters that you don't want to watch a later episode because you will have missed.
But I get
whatever
what you're
happened
saying.
with the thing.
So like when I was in college, I used to watch CSI. We just talked about this because it's on Pluto and it's on Roku and it's on all of this. So I would watch probably like 3 or 4 hours, which is like 4 episodes of CSI, which is probably would be a binge. You're watching one show for 4 hours, but I wouldn't watch them from the beginning to the end because they were just on at the time Spike TV.
Yeah.
So I would watch 4 hours of a show. So I think it's just when you're devoting like a lot of time to one show.
So that would be binge
like
watching.
One time.
It doesn't have to be in
Or like
order.
if you're watching Real Housewives and every night you watch 2 or 3 or 4 episodes and you're on season 5 now, you're not necessarily like, I have to start from the beginning and this is the only thing
But
I
also
watch.
binge watching, could you say that it's, if you're watching like 4 or 5 hours of the show a day, I would say that's binge watching. If you're watching 2 episodes a night, is that binge watching? I don't know. I feel like you're just watching, because when TV, speaking of episodic, television, when shows would come on, you would watch maybe a couple of hours of TV a night. So that doesn't seem like a binging kind of a behavior.
No,
but if you're
I don't think there's really like a term for it, but I would say like you're working on a show or you're
working
watching
on a show. Like if I watch Columbo, I'm not binge watching Columbo. I'm just working on because I'm just watching one episode, like it was on every night.
Well,
like if it was on every night.
once a week, right?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, or in the case of the TV, don't get me started on Columbo. But
You started yourself.
I know, started myself.
But like, so like when I had a TiVo, I had TiVo, I love TiVo. I used to record episodes of ER from
I love
TNT.
TiVo also. Because TiVo learns your personality.
Yeah. I used to record episodes of ER from TNT because it was on from 10 to 12 every day. But I wasn't home from 10 to 12 every day, so I would record 2 episodes. Now, I didn't necessarily start at the beginning of the series because it was on cable, so it just kind of started however it started. But I would record it every day, and then I'd watch it like as much as I could. So it wasn't necessarily binging because I didn't have a whole season to just like crank through.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like consistently watching a show more often than it was like being aired, right? Because it was once a week for 6 months.
Do you think people are? This is really off topic, but do you think? And anyone can answer this in the comments. is anyone still using a DVR? Are you recording shows? Or are you just watching, you have streaming services, things like that, but maybe people have with cable, you can still have DVR, you can DVR things.
When we had cable.
Yeah, you can record it and watch it.
I don't know if we could record it the last time we had cable. I don't know if you could record or if it was just, they had their own on-demand.
We used to record and fill up all the...
I know, but then when the last time we had cable, right before we got rid of it, when we moved here, I think they just had their own on-demand service.
Oh,
so
that's right.
So you could go into the box and it would be on demand and it'd be like the newest season of whatever.
Could you still record it though?
I don't think we could record it. Or maybe it was like an add-on thing we didn't pay for.
I don't know. But the other thought I had too when we were talking about this, did TiVo, see, I have a lot of questions for you today apparently.
Sure, yeah.
Did TiVo have the first algorithm, the original algorithm?
Oh my gosh!
Because they're learning your, what you like. So if you say like, I'm recording this Al Pacino movie, it would say, maybe you'd like these other Al Pacino movies. That's what it used to do when I don't
remember. I don't see when I used it.
A lot of questions today. We have a lot of questions.
When I used it, I would at the time I was like very interested in Tom Hanks films and Tom Hanks's acting career.
Yeah.
So we still are. I would type in like Tom Hanks as like a person, and then it would find all the stuff that he was in that's on all the channels that are available to me. So I would also record like Bosom Buddies, which was on at like 4 a.m. I'm not up at 4 a.m, so I would record like 2 episodes, and I got to watch like a decent amount of the show because I could record it that way. Or you wouldn't know that like The Terminal is on like in 2 weeks from now at 7:30 at night, so you could record The Terminal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't use like the suggestions as much. But I loved that I could like pick an actor or pick a show and it would show me like what channels it's on, when it's on, if I wanted to record that, if I wanted to consistently record it in that slot. And that was cool because you wouldn't know that like there were shows on.
I remember, and I only had a TiVo for a limited time many years ago, but I loved it because I would get into Al Pacino, as I often do. And,
his films,
yeah. And so I would search for Al Pacino. Like if I watched one Al Pacino movie, I would search across the entire whatever was on. I would search for Al Pacino movies, and it would find all the Al Pacino movies. I could record them all at once. It was great.
Yeah,
it was really great.
Yeah, and then they got rid of them. Pick which ones you wanted.
Yeah,
I would also find like their Inside the Actors Studio episode.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, remember that show, Inside the Actors Studio?
Oh my god!
You remember that show? You can see those on YouTube now too. I think they used to have, and maybe they still do have them on physical media, but that was really great. I think I was watching a clip from the Gene Hackman one. There was a clip from the Gene Hackman one that was pretty good, but we always think these office segments will be really short, but they turn out to be long and filled with questions.
How long is this one?
It's long. It's about 13 minutes, I think.
Well, I was thinking that we could just call it the mini podcast, and we talked.
It is kind of a mini podcast too.
Was television and TiVo.
Would you be interested in having us do a podcast? Everybody's doing a podcast, but I think we would do it on the YouTube channel.
If you like this unhinged
version, if you've made it this far in the vlog, and you enjoy this type of thing,
you'd like to hear this for an hour.
This is something, and I don't know. I guess we could go for an hour. 12 minutes goes by pretty fast.
Well, because we were talking about.
Well, because we do this on the live streams, we just don't.
Right.
We're not doing as many live streams lately.
And we were talking about rebooting. Like we used to have like a sort of podcast a few years ago. Now, can you believe it's been a few years since we did that?
Has it really?
I think it's been like 2 years at least. We had a series on the channel that's still on the channel called My Wife Picks with Criterion, where we'd watch a Criterion film and then we would talk about it.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking, should we do something like that?
Yeah,
but in that new iteration, we would have like questions for each other. So I think it helps when we have questions or a topic.
I had some questions that you didn't know about today that I had just in my.
So if I think that it's nice when we have questions about that, we kind of get into a topic a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe we should as it gets warmer out. Maybe we should. So let us know in the comments what you think about that. And like I said, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Because we enjoy these little office, segments. We're going to continue to do the vlogs because we like doing them.
Right. And we talk to each other all day. So
we do this all day.
If you'd like to be involved in the conversations we get into,
maybe. The TiVo algorithm.
I mean, I loved it.
I thought maybe they had the original
It
algorithm.
also had like
Very-
really nice sounds, like click sounds
Yeah,
for the
it
remote.
did. You're right,
It
it
made like
did.
this like pop, kind of like
Yeah.
a bubble wrap kind of
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
It was nice. Like the colors were nice.
Does anyone still have a TiVo? We have a lot of questions for you also. And,
You know,
during this
there-
particular, so you
my
can always
TiVo
answer a
might
question.
still
Ask
be
them.
somewhere.
Really?
Maybe it might. I don't know.
I was just talking about the other day. I was saying that one of the things I would like to get, and I'm probably going to search for this, is I need to get a Laserdisc player. I know you're not happy about this. Probably.
No, I think you should get one.
I have a
just don't know where we're
VHS.
gonna put
I still have a VCR. Sorry, a VHS player, a VCR, which I need to plug in to see if it works. I have the region-free Blu-ray player, which that video is up on the channel too. But I would like to get one of those TVs that has the built-in VCR, which I've heard. It's if you get those multi-device type things, right, where you got a TV and a VCR, stuff that's built in together. Sometimes one of the things breaks, and then you can't use the other thing, right?
I'm just scared that the VCR is going to eat the tape.
I'm concerned about that too, but I might have to look into some VHS tape repair. There's a lot of videos on that, how to do it.
But
So-
now we're talking about TV technology, right?
Oh, no.
Technologies.
Oh no, technologies.
I have to say that, so I loved my TiVo so much, and I love television so much, that when I went to college, I was like, how am I going to watch my shows?
Yeah.
And so at college, you could get cable. You could get a cable box for your dorm room, but it was like a lot of money. So I'm like, I don't need HBO, you know? But what I did find was that there was, I think now it's just like a streaming service, but Sling.
Oh,
you know,
Sling, yeah, right.
TV.
Yeah.
Sling had a device that I bought that used the infrared from your remote, and you put like these little sensors like around the little infrared spot on your cable box, and then you could control your cable box from your computer.
Oh.
So I could like watch my TiVo on my computer until remotely.
Yeah.
Until at some point
They said we're not doing that
it
anymore.
would glitch.
Yeah.
So I'd have to like IM my sister and be like, can you go restart my cable box? Because I can't watch my show right now.
But that's good technology
And
too.
like it wasn't that
Yeah.
great. Like the streaming and buffering wasn't like it is now. So it was kind of slow. And eventually I think my college like upgraded their cable, so I had better
So you had
cable,
some
so I could
cable,
watch
so you could
like
do it, yeah.
I had like
Yeah.
remote cable, but I didn't have, like premium channels. But I just like I was so invested in my shows that I had to figure out how I could watch my shows at school.
That happens.
Now you just do it on your computer.
Now you just have it on your computer, right? Which I was watching Pluto TV on my computer. I know that was
Oh yeah, yesterday.
yesterday in the office. I said, let me see what Pluto TV looks like, because I can't get enough of the Love Boat, as we know. And so I was watching it on the
It looks really nice on the computer.
ye old computer. I was watching it.
These are new computers.
These are new. Yeah, these are new computers. But that's enough of an office segment probably for today, right? Don't
This
you
is
think?
really a
This is a
podcast
lot.
about
This is a
technology.
podcast about technology
TV
and
technology.
office things and computers and everything. Thanks so much for watching, though. This is not the end of the vlog, so you can keep watching. We still have
only
another couple
Thursday.
days. It's only Thursday. It seems like a fairly long week this week.
Do you want to do like a tiny back update while we're here?
I think my back's getting a little better.
I think it's better.
I think it's a little bit better, but I do have to go from sitting. I can't sit for too long. I can't stand for too long.
Yeah.
People with back problems will understand that probably. You have
Yeah.
to keep moving. That's what I said earlier in the vlog, which I think philosophically
Yeah.
I know that I have to keep moving anyway.
But you can't move too much. because
Can't
we
move
did
too
that
much.
Earlier.
Yeah, I tried to walk a little bit too much earlier in the week, and that was a mistake.
Right.
So, but yeah, I feel like heat, ice,
We're on
heat
the
and
mend.
ice, which as what's his name says in that show.
Brad Garrett until death. There's an episode he hurts his back he drops his burrito
Yeah,
and he's reaching for it and he hurts his back.
calls the doctor.
He calls the doctor, he gets some tests, he's waiting for results. The doctor calls him back and says, don't worry about it, you just like sprained your back, whatever.
Sure.
He goes ice then heat. It seems like a wash.
Seems like a wash. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. But lately, heat, I feel like it's been helping.
Yeah, with
Heat's been
occasional
helping.
ice.
Yes, right. Hope you're having a better week than I am. We're having a good week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
made it in the car.
We made it in the car. Getting better, slowly but surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Oh no. We're going to get a pizza. It's Friday.
Yep.
We did pizza last Friday, so we're going to get another pizza this week. And I just wanted to mention briefly, I did a little short about this today, but I was watching that movie Mr. Roberts last night with Henry Fonda and Jack Lemmon, who I believe won an Academy Award for the movie. Really enjoyed it. I know you were reading a book or you were doing something else, but
Yeah.
I really like it. I've been watching a lot of movies about ships and TV shows about ships lately, right? With The Love Boat and Mr. Roberts, but
Yeah.
it's really good. Mr. Roberts also was based on a stage play. And so, but I haven't seen it in many years and really enjoyed it. So that is the Friday update.
Well, it's warm today.
It's very warm today, which is nice. So I got this alert on my phone about The Stand, the original series, and the new version of The Stand, apparently. And so we're looking at it because it was on sale. And so we're looking at like the cast images and realizing on Amazon that is not Gary Sinise. It doesn't look like Gary Sinise, right? And then that's not Molly Ringwald, right?
I don't think so.
Molly Ringwald is Franny Goldsmith. So it seems like that could be Jamie Sheridan, but I don't know.
Let's see the other ones.
Whoopi Goldberg, those are correct.
that's
James
right.
Marsden, Alexander Skarsgård is right. Odessa Young, okay, so, but I think
I don't know who that is, but
that's not Molly Ringwald.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yep.